I gave you my heart. We have a special guest today. I've got my dog Daisy. Daisy, look. Good Daisy. Daisy took us. Hello everyone. Hello. Come on then. So this is our special guest for today. So our special guest wanted to leave the room. But if you are on this video right now, as you will see by the title, I'm going to be explaining all the struggles I have post-lockdown, but I'm also going to explain all the struggles that I did have before lockdown to show you the difference. But if you are new here, I have got cerebral palsy from a bleed in my brain on the right side, what affected my left side hemiplegia. That's the type of cerebral palsy I have, is left side hemiplegia. It mainly affects my arm, but it does affect my balance as well. I need to wear a foot splint and a hand trap or a hand splint. I call them hand traps, but that is why I have the disability I have today. Before all this lockdown stuff happened because of COVID, our guest has joined us again. I still had muscle pain. I used to get muscle pain once a week, twice a week if I do too much, but also my muscle pain is related to me weight bearing and that means I lean to one side more, so mainly my feet or my foot or my I'm trying to film a video. Mainly my foot or my right foot is the foot that hurts the most, but I do still get muscle pain on my left foot, but because I lean to I don't know what side I lean to more, but I lean to my right or my left more, and because of that, I think it's my right probably, because I get more muscle pain in my right leg than my left leg, and the type of muscle pain I get is like near my knees or my ankles, and it just feels like someone's pushing on my legs in a way, or it feels like I need to click my bones. I always say to my mum or my dad and just any of my family members, like it feels like I need to click my body. My mum and me did tell the doctor this, and they pretty much told me it was not a hobby, but like I was doing it on purpose, when that's not the case, because when I don't click my feet when I feel like I need to, the pain, it hurts more. I'm not in agony, but it is uncomfortable. So I used to have it like once or twice a week because I also worked quite a lot. I was on my feet quite a lot, and of course because of these lockdowns I have not been on my feet that much. My muscles haven't hurt this past year though, like COVID year I say. They haven't hurt, like there's probably been once or twice they've hurt, but that's because I am not doing much. I work out and I get the workout pain, but when you get muscle pain and workout muscle pain, you kind of know the difference. So I did still get pain, but it was working out pain. I didn't get muscle pain. So in lockdown it was all good. I didn't get much pain, and I will say I haven't got much muscle pain since we've unlocked, but I will say I have noticed a whole different, it's not that bad, it's not like agony pain. But if I walk up a really steep hill now, my knees are like, I need a break. And it's not because I'm out of breath. That's what's annoying. It's not because I'm out of breath. It's because my body's tired. I don't know if any of you watching this have ever experienced like you're awake but your body's tired. Like you're not physically tired but your body is. It's like when we came back from a walk today. The front of below my knees, I don't know what that bit's called, was hurting on my right, and that's just because my body's not used to me doing as much exercise as I am now, even though I did work out on the running machine in lockdown and I did go on walks. But on top of that, we have went on a holiday, we have walked most days, we have walked a lot, even more probably than we did in lockdown. I don't know, but probably. It was on and off walking, but we were walking most days. And then I came back and I walked into town on Tuesday, I'm pretty sure, of this week which just passed, because you're watching this on Sunday. And my legs were killing me. My glutes, bum, felt like I'd done loads of squats, even though I never. And my I can't remember fully. My bum, like, glutes were hurting. And it was just I think it was my ankles, but it was just standing up in general because my body is not used to carrying heavy bags anymore. I haven't carried like shopping bags for so long that now I do that. It's kind of a different type of walking. So I can walk on my own without getting out of breath. I can go shopping and walk without getting out of breath. But my body was exhausted from, I was only in town for an hour and a half and my body was exhausted from, like my dad said, I did walk into town. It's like a half an hour walk for me because one, I'm short, so I walk very slow, and two, when you lean to one side, I would say you do walk slower than an average person as well. So I do walk slow. It's mainly because I'm short, and it was a half an hour walk. My dad did pick me up on the way back, but if I did walk back, it would have been an hour of walking that I'd done on top of walking in town. And I'm glad I did it. I want to walk more into town because it's not that far, but I need to build it up with my muscles. I get more muscle pain than other people do because of my weight bearing and my cerebral palsy. So except for my knees hurting more often than they did before lockdown, I just want to say my knees weren't that bad. It was mostly my ankles because I was standing on my feet most of the time. Before COVID, I was standing in my workplace quite a lot for about like 4 hours straight. Like obviously mini breaks in between. My body got used to that, but also I did have more muscle pain on when I finished. But my body got used to it. I think because I have not walked up hills for so long, it's now just my knees, but before it was my ankles because I was standing up. Except for my muscle pain, I get, I wouldn't say more of, because when I went to the shops on Tuesday, that was the first time I actually needed to take paracetamol for my muscle pain, and we've been out of lockdown since middle of May, so it's nearly in June now, so we have been out of lockdown for a while, so that I think that's really good for like my muscles have finally like not caved in, but it took a while for them to be like, no, you can't, you need to rest. So I just need to build that walking distance up again. My running has got really good. I've done the running machine in lockdown, and my running has went. I can run way more faster. But walking up hills, I just need to train my body in to be able to do that again. I can do it, but my knees just hurt when I get at the top. Also, I don't know if this is just me personally. Obviously, everyone with cerebral palsy is different. You could have right side hemiplegia, or you could have left side hemiplegia, or you could just have a completely different cerebral palsy. You can get so many types. It's like having epilepsy. You can get so many types of seizures. I can't remember what I was on about. I was just gonna rant. But pretty much, it's mainly my knees. No one wants muscle pain because you haven't walked for so long, or no one just generally does not want muscle pain. And also, this is another type of disability I have. I don't know if it could be related to my cerebral palsy, but I am going to include it into this video because these are just general struggles I have with my disability. So if you have not seen my learning disability, obviously that's you learn slower with a learning disability. But I don't know if my speech is a part of my cerebral palsy or my learning disability. But I have struggle with some words, mostly bigger words. As you would have seen, guys, from doing these videos, I've been keeping the times that I like stop and like think, or like I'll say a word wrong and then I repeat it. I keep that in now because I want to show you guys. I'm not saying you guys think I'm faking it, but I want to show you guys that this is what my life, even if it is my normality, this is my life, and I want to spread awareness to people with hidden disabilities or physical, like my cerebral palsy and like my learning disability. But to do with my learning disability and my cerebral palsy, you may not think this right now because I'm actually talking quite well, and my speech is quite well for having cerebral palsy. I've got mild cerebral palsy, but my speech does get mixed up sometimes. I can think something and it won't come out right, but I know how to pronounce it. But since lockdown, because I have not socialized with absolutely anyone except for my family, and of course my family knows. I don't know if Daisy's sleeping. Don't know if you guys heard that. My family obviously knows what I say, and I do speak. When I say something incorrect, I do repeat it, like just so I know what I'm on about. But my speech has went like not bad, but I definitely need to focus more on what I'm saying now than I did before. I need to process it more. I feel like I'm the type that I can't, some words I can't just come out and say it because it will come off different, or I just can't say it. And then when I hear someone say it, I can say it. Just with some words, not every single word. As you can see, I'm talking right now. But my speech has, I need to talk to more people, let's put it that way. Socialise more and just get my speech back to where it was. Because for someone who couldn't say many big words, or like had trouble saying some words, I've always had trouble with my S's and some other letters. I just know that S's is one of them. I can't remember the other word, the other like noun, sound, words or letters I had trouble with. I've always had trouble with my speech. I actually for my cerebral palsy, I go to a physiotherapist. They help you like do exercises and that. And then I'm sure when I was younger, I went to someone for about my speech, or like they just took me out of. I got extra learning support. I got extra support to help me learn because I was a slow learner because of my learning disability. But now it's mostly because I have not socialised. My words just don't come out how I want them to. And I just need to learn on that. But that is everything I have struggled with. Yes, it is just two things that I've got a bit more worse at, not like badly, but there's just different types of my like muscle pain. My knees hurt more than my ankles now, and with my speech I need to process words more than I did before. I need to think of what I'm saying, or I just need to concentrate on what I'm trying to say. And it may come off being like, oh, I'm struggling. When I put I'm struggling in my titles, I also just want to, that's what I mean. I also just want to say, these are my normality. This is my normality. But just because most weeks I do get at least, lately, the past lockdown, like I said, I have not got much muscle pain at all. But in general life, most weeks I do get at least one muscle pain thing. And even though that is normal to me now, it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. It doesn't mean it's uncomfortable. But I just want to say, when I'm saying entitled struggles I have, that's not me saying to you guys, oh, feel sorry for me. I just want to say that because I know there's people with cerebral palsy who got it way more difficult than me, and then there's people who have it less difficult than me. Like, I've got it more difficult than some people. Everyone is different with not even just cerebral palsy, with any disability. You could be very mild, you could be very like okay, but you still have your struggles. That doesn't mean that your struggles aren't valid. You just deal with it in a different way. But if you did like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what other types of videos you want about my disability. There is a makeup video coming very soon, and also there's another vlog. I've been loving vlogging lately, but also I am doing makeup content again. I don't do it that often, but when there's a new palette out, I do make my makeup content again. So that would be I'm not going to tell you guys. If you saw my Instagram yesterday, or if you go and join my Facebook group, guys, I have made a new Facebook group for you guys. On this Facebook group will be the first to see any like sneak peeks to videos, or like you can choose what video I'm going to do this week. You get all the sneak peeks on this group. So please go and join if you have Facebook. It will mean so much to me. But except from that page, I'm not going to tell you what eyeshadow palette I ordered. But you will find out very soon. It's coming out this week. But I'll see you later, guys. Bye.